Hello all, it's Melinda. It is week 2 of our scrap collaboration with Eileen, and today our prompt is this sketch. I will try to get a link to this so you can see where it came from. But as you can see, there is a hexagon picture, a lot of ink, and a lot of journaling, and a little bit of bits and bobbles. Now, I decided that because my first layout went with white cardstock, I'm going to go with pattern paper on the background. And I'm sort of going with my safety zone. I love script paper, ink, newspaper paper. The background is this crazy print in black. This is Pink Paisley Auburn Lane #4. And because of the ink splatters, my first thought is to go with a cardstock or watercolor paper, but I'm going to go with a pattern paper, and that means that I can't really put lots of ink on it. But what I can do is I have these stencils by Tim Holtz, and this one is Dusty Attic, and they're splatters. And I have Distress ink in Seedless Preserve. It's kind of a purpley pink color. I've practiced to make sure it was the right color. And that shows up in this kit a lot. So I thought that would work. And for I wanted to use this photo, and I printed it at a 5x7. And if I'm going to cut it into shape, I was a little stressed out about how I was going to get the right shape. But guess what? My Photoshops has shapes. So I wanted a 6-sided shape. And I clipped it to this. So that is the shape I'm going to use. And I'm going to stick to the sketch pretty closely because there's not much to it. For all this journaling, I'm going to use this lace because it kind of goes with the soft colors and the look I'm going for. But instead of writing on it, because you can't really write on the lace, I'm going to do typed strips of journaling on my typewriter and slice them up and put them on here. I'm not sure I'm going to do the stitching circle because if I do it, I'm going to do it under, so you're only going to see parts of it. I don't want to stitch across her face, so that's not going to happen. So there's really not much else to do. I do see that there is some leafy bits. I might pull in some bits from the ephemera pack for all that. So without further ado, I'm going to stick you on fast forward and you can watch this happen. I'm going to start out by cutting this photo out, and I decide right away that I need to use my blade and ruler for better control. I just make sure it's a metal ruler so that I don't cut into like a plastic one with the blade. And at this point, I'm unsure of how exactly I'm going to lay the photo, but I'm going to lay out where everything's going to go so that I can stencil. And I'm sorry about my head, it gets in the way quite a bit here, and I'm going to fast forward through a lot of this because it's just repetitively just putting the stamp down, or putting the stencil down and mooshing the color through it. I just kind of want to go from a diagonal, just like in the sketch, from the bottom left to the top right.
And I'm trying to stay, not do any that's going to be hidden by the photo, but some of it ends up being there anyway. Yeah, see, big head, sorry. And I'm just going to add a few more little touches here and there. I'm going to lay the photo on to see if I need to add any more. And I can tell I don't have enough down here, so I'm going to do a few more. Now the one from Dusty Attic has this grid pattern with the splashes, and I kind of like that. Now they are a variety of shades because I didn't go back and dab into the ink every single time that I wanted to put ink down. I'm going to cut the strip off the bottom before I forget. And I decide that I also want to add Spiegelmom Scraps Sequins. This is 50 Sock Hop. It has like a berry color, a light pink, some butterflies, and some flowers. I'm going to pick out two of the greenery pieces. One's black and one's vellum gold. And I decide that I'm going to need a little label, so I'm going to cut this off and stick that flare badge. It looks plain white, so I'm going to make it a little bit of that berry color around the edges, so it stands out from the doily. I'm going to start on the title, and I'm going to use the gold letters. And I'm going to spell out #filter_overload. And I'm not going to make you watch me put all that out there. Now I'm going to lay it up there. In the sketch, they have the title going off from the picture like that, but I'm not sure I like that. My secondary title is going to say #Snapchat. It's going to go somewhere under there, I think. Now I'm going to draw a circle and stitch it, but I don't want to go over the photo, but I do want to go over the doily and the little green pieces, so I got to make sure that they are stuck down before I draw the circle. Sorry about my head. I have to find my glue pen. I'm going to just use the ATG gun after a while. I'm going to lightly draw the circle around my palette. It seems to be my preferred circle shape. And I've sewed it 3 times randomly around that circle. And I'm going to lay everything back in place. Put the sprinkles back on. I've decided that I'm going to tilt it just like the sketch has the photo, and I put this on just like the sketch with the words overhanging the photo, and I don't like it, so I decide that I'm going to just follow the edge of the photo and call it good. Now I've typed the journaling up into strips, and I've made a few mistakes, but I'm going to just type more and glue them over top of it to fix it up. That's the beauty of typewriter strips. I'm going to get them cut down to about how I want them. The journaling reads, "Since getting your iTouch, Megan has been keeping a snap streak going with you. She's worried that you will forget how beautiful you are without the filters. She loves you so much and wants you to be a strong, independent woman one day that needs no filters. I decided that I like the Snapchat to be on top. So I'm going to put that down. Glue the label down. And put 2 little sections of foam and then a big Zot dimensional on the back of that flare badge. Now I got to start sticking these down, and I won't make you watch me put them all down. I'm going to flip you forward here in a second. Just run a line of glue down the center of them, and then I just put them down how I want them. Put the last one on. Make sure that's stuck down. Now I gotta glue all these sequins down, and I just use my Monotombo wet glue, and I didn't make you watch me do all that. The little tag says it was the summer of 2018. I gotta check to make sure none of the sequins is falling off, and that one was a little loose. You're gonna get some slow close-ups where you can see all the details, and then some still shots. I will link Eileen's video below, and if I can find that sketch link, I will do that as well. Just shows you all the details. So don't forget to hop over to Eileen's channel to watch her videos. See you later. Bye.